In the quiet recesses of my mind, I often find myself grappling with the essence of existence, the very fabric of being that weaves through the tapestry of life. Friedrich Nietzsche, that audacious philosopher, once proclaimed that the greatest power lies within the self. This idea, this notion of self-empowerment, resonates deeply with me, echoing through the corridors of my thoughts, challenging me to confront the very nature of my identity and my place in this vast, chaotic universe. What does it mean to harness the power of the self? It is not merely a call to self-assertion or an invitation to indulge in the whims of ego. No, it is a profound journey into the depths of one's own psyche, a relentless pursuit of authenticity that demands courage and introspection. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, the overman, is not just a figure of strength. It is a symbol of potential, a beacon guiding us toward the realization of our own capabilities. To become an Übermensch is to transcend the limitations imposed by society, to rise above the mediocrity that often shackles our ambitions and dreams. But how do we embark on this journey? The first step lies in the recognition of our own will, the acknowledgement that we possess the power to shape our destinies. This is not a power bestowed upon us by external forces. It is an intrinsic quality, a flame that flickers within us, waiting to be ignited. Nietzsche believed that the will to power is the fundamental driving force of human beings. It is not merely a desire for dominance over others. It is the urge to assert oneself, to create, to become. In this light, power is not a zero-sum game. It is a boundless resource that expands as we embrace our true selves. Yet, the path to self-empowerment is fraught with challenges. We live in a world that often seeks to define us, to categorize us, to impose its values upon us. The voices of society, with their incessant demands and expectations, can drown out the whispers of our own desires. We are bombarded with images of success, happiness, and fulfillment, each one a reflection of someone else's journey, not our own. In this cacophony, it is all too easy to lose sight of who we are, to become mere shadows of our potential. To reclaim our power, we must first confront the fears and insecurities that lurk in the corners of our minds. Nietzsche understood that fear is a formidable adversary, one that can paralyze us and prevent us from taking the necessary risks to grow. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of the unknown. These are the chains that bind us, the shackles that keep us from soaring to the heights of our capabilities. But what if we were to embrace these fears instead of allowing them to dictate our actions? What if we were to view them as opportunities for growth, as stepping stones on the path to self-discovery? In this embrace of fear, we find the courage to confront our limitations. We begin to understand that failure is not a reflection of our worth, but a vital part of the learning process. Each stumble, each misstep, is a lesson in resilience, a testament to our willingness to push beyond the boundaries of comfort. Nietzsche famously stated, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." This is not just a platitude, it is a profound truth that speaks to the heart of the human experience. In our struggles, we uncover the depths of our strength, the reservoirs of power that lie dormant within us, waiting to be unleashed. As we navigate this journey of self-empowerment, we must also confront the societal constructs that seek to limit our potential. The roles we play, the identities we adopt, are often dictated by external expectations. We become actors in a play written by others, performing scripts that do not resonate with our true selves. To harness the power of the self, we must shed these imposed identities, strip away the layers of conformity that obscure our authenticity. This is no easy task. It requires a radical reimagining of who we are and who we wish to become. In this process of self-discovery, we must cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness. Nietzsche emphasized the importance of introspection, of delving into the depths of our own consciousness to uncover the truths that lie beneath the surface. This requires honesty, a willingness to confront the aspects of ourselves that we may wish to ignore. It is in this confrontation that we begin to understand our desires, our passions, and our values. We learn to differentiate between what we truly want and what we have been conditioned to believe we should want. As we peel back the layers of our identity, we may find that our true selves are often buried beneath a mountain of expectations and obligations. The power of the self lies in the reclamation of these lost fragments, in the integration of all aspects of our being. We are not singular entities. We are a mosaic of experiences, emotions, and aspirations. To embrace the power of the self is to honor this complexity, to recognize that our strength lies in our ability to weave together the disparate threads of our existence into a cohesive whole. In this journey, we must also cultivate a sense of purpose. Nietzsche believed that the search for meaning is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. It is not enough to simply exist. We must strive to create a life that resonates with our values and aspirations. This requires us to ask difficult questions. What do we stand for? What legacy do we wish to leave behind? What impact do we want to have on the world? These inquiries are not merely philosophical musings. They are the compass that guides us on our journey towards self-empowerment. As we begin to align our actions with our purpose, we tap into a wellspring of motivation and energy. The power of the self is amplified when we engage in pursuits that ignite our passions, when we dedicate ourselves to causes that resonate with our values. In this alignment, we find a sense of fulfillment that transcends the superficial markers of success that society often celebrates. We become creators of our own destinies, architects of our own lives. And in this creation, we discover the true essence of our power. In this interconnectedness, we also confront the ethical implications of our power. Nietzsche's philosophy does not advocate for unchecked ambition or a ruthless pursuit of self-interest. Rather, it calls for a deep sense of responsibility, a recognition that our actions have consequences that extend beyond our own lives. The power of the self must be wielded with wisdom and compassion, guided by a commitment to the greater good. As we strive to realize our potential, we must also consider how our choices impact those around us. How our pursuit of power can be a force for positive change in the world. As I reflect on Nietzsche's teachings, I am struck by the profound implications they hold for our lives. The power of the self is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey, a continuous process of growth and evolution. It requires us to remain open to new experiences, to embrace change, and to challenge our own assumptions. It demands that we cultivate resilience in the face of adversity, that we remain steadfast in our commitment to our own authenticity, even when the world seeks to pull us in different directions. In this journey, we must also embrace the beauty of imperfection. Nietzsche understood that the human experience is fraught with contradictions, that we are both strong and vulnerable, both capable and flawed. To harness the power of the self, is to accept these dualities, to recognize that our imperfections do not diminish our worth, but rather enrich our humanity. It is in our struggles that we find our strength, in our vulnerabilities that we discover our resilience. This acceptance allows us to approach life with a sense of humility, a recognition that we are all on our own journeys, each one unique and valuable. So, let us embark on this journey together, hand in hand, as we navigate the complexities of existence. Let us challenge the limitations that bind us, confront the fears that hold us back, and embrace the power of the self that lies within. In this pursuit, we will not only discover our own strength but also inspire others to do the same. Together, we can create a world where authenticity reigns, where the power of the self is celebrated, and where each individual is empowered to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. In the end, the power of the self is not just about individual achievement. It is about the collective awakening of humanity. It is about recognizing that we are all interconnected, that our journeys are intertwined, and that our shared experiences can lead to profound transformation. As we embrace the power of the self, we become agents of change, catalysts for a brighter future, and architects of a world that honors the beauty of individuality while celebrating the strength of a community. Let us rise to this challenge. Let us embrace the power of the self. And let us create a legacy that reflects the depth of our potential and the richness of our humanity. In this journey, we will find not only our own power, but also the power to uplift others, to inspire change, and to forge a path toward a more authentic and meaningful existence. This is the essence of Nietzsche's philosophy, the call to awaken the power within, and the invitation to live a life that is truly our own.